Oh, duh.
Then it's not the
Okay,
We all know who you are.
we are live. Well, in case you don't know who we are,
just in case.
Katie, are you busy today?
Supervising.
Supervising. Katie's supervising the video this morning. We're in trouble.
Don't get fired.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we are memory bound in Iowa. Good morning, everybody. We got Ohio watching.
And look at, I got our video, a video of our video going.
And here's a video of
so
our
if
video.
you want to watch it double, we could I'll hold this down in the corner. So we got like picture in picture, Dawn.
Oh my gosh. You don't have, yeah, you do have your microphone on. Okay.
Oh, no, I don't have it on.
We cannot
I don't have it
wait
on.
to
Yes, I do
show you this album. Oh my gosh, here's your sneak peek. Boom. Okay, there's your sneak peek. And look at this. What a treasure. When I walked by, I saw this. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is the coolest.
Sure.
So Diane is sharing all of this. Ooh, it's hot. I won't.
Just
It
look
says
at
it's
the box.
hot.
The
Yes.
box there just makes me want it all.
Yes.
I think
she
I do
does.
have it all already.
Yeah.
I want more.
Okay.
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. Okay. But before
Should
we
we
do
do
that,
this?
we have some new stuff. And then I want to show all this over here. Diane has done an amazing job of getting everything pulled together.
And Dawn,
okay.
I made a new sign today, so I thought we could show this about our barbecue tailgate
That
on
is
July 30th.
really cute,
Do you like the spatula at
I
the
do
top?
like the spatula there.
So
That's
we
really
want to make
cute.
sure that you get pre-registered and sign up now so we know how many hamburgers and brats and, I don't know, potato salad or whatever else we're having, because we're providing all the food. It's our 20th anniversary, 2-0. Dawn, I can't believe we've lasted this long.
I know. I know.
When we
I
want you
feel
to
about
come.
40 years older, though.
Well, we maybe.
You are 70.
No, I'm
Diane
not.
says Dawn is 70. Anyhow, it's the craftiest barbecue in town.
I saw that.
In
That's
the
cute.
world. In the world.
In the world, the craftiest barbecue.
So
I
what
like
we're
that.
asking is, if you go out to, if you're going to register online, go to memorybound.com, then go to our calendar, go to July 30th, because that's the day of the barbecue. Click it, and you can register right there, or call us, email us, or register when you come in and visit us. So we need to know how many hamburgers to get, and brats and good stuff.
Very
So
fun.
don't forget, get registered.
And you can call us, too.
Yeah, call, email, whatever.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
we do hope you can make it. That would be great. And, don't forget, you have to make your own name tag.
Yes, and bring your own chairs.
Oh, yeah.
Bring your own
BYOC and BYONT.
And I don't think I can. I'm like, yeah. So bring a name tag, decorate it up. It'll be a great conversation starter, and then we'll know who all these people are that we've been talking to and
It'll
chatting
be
with.
fun. I cannot
So
wait.
whether you're a local yokel or a far away, come to our barbecue.
That'd be awesome.
Well, I don't know how to tie this in. There's no transition here, but we do have the Elizabeth Craft Mason Jar Special Kit. So you're going to get the jar die, which you can't see real well, but it's super cute. Just take our word for it. And you're going to get the stamp set that Diane has been coveting, and a couple book rings. So you can make an album you're ready to go. You just need your paper.
And Melissa, we do have a count. We're at, what, 100
About
or a little over 100?
100. Yeah.
So there we go.
So this is $49.99. It's a special thing from Elizabeth Crafts. You can't even buy these items separately. So that is online under kits. And then look at this Lawn Fawn die cut here, Dawn.
Well, and these were ordered in because Gloria is going to be doing a demo for us. And Gloria has made really neat cards where you take this curvy stitched dies, and then you line your stamp, you cut your card, and then you line up your stamps along that curve. It's a really cool technique.
So we'll be showing that.
And she is showing that.
Here's an Avery L one that's
I believe I even have her on the calendar.
dotted borders die.
Yeah, I think it's in about 10 days that Gloria is doing that demo. So that will be fun.
And here is one from our friends at Photoplay called Borders Etch Dies. And I guess you can see it there. It's got a sample right there on the back, though. This one's $18.99.
Yeah, look at that technique. I really like that. I think that's really fun. So if you don't want to wait, you can still get them now, but Gloria is going to be doing a technique. And Catherine just says, I just want to say, when so many scrapbook stores have closed, I'm so proud of Memory Bound. You are all the best.
Thank you.
That's really very sweet.
That's really sweet. Oh, maybe I can show this on the back. All right, now embossing folders. Embossing folders. They've been hard to get, and Dawn found us some good ones. And here's one called Sun Rays. And can you see that, Dawn?
Well, I think the packaging is bad.
It's terrible.
Okay, I can see that, but the sample on the front, it's like you have
look
no
like
idea
the
what that
sample.
is.
I don't even think that's the right. Oh yeah, it is. I can see it. So anyhow, it's kind of neat. It's got a center that you could put.
There we go. There we go. That's good.
You could put your message, and then you'd have these rays like shooting out from it. And then this one is, I don't know, Dawn, is the name on the front of this one?
Stargazer.
Stargazer.
Yeah,
flip
and
it
that
over.
one's all stars. I can see myself. It's mirrored.
Can you see yourself? Okay, and this one's called Scallops. And maybe if I turn it over, you can see it a little better.
Yeah, yep.
And these are all lined under embossing folders, I assume?
I would assume so,
This
too.
is floral, and this does have a good sample on the front.
Yeah, that is a good one.
And this one is flowers and leaves.
Hi, Angela. Angela's tuning in.
Oh my gosh.
Not Ohio.
Yeah.
Is it Ohio?
Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Creative Chaos.
I got it right.
Our friend
Hi,
from
Angela.
Creative Chaos. And here's a smaller one. It's only $2.99, and it's a diamond pattern.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good one.
And then we've got some from Creative Expressions. Now these you can see, Dawn. You
Yes.
can tell what these are.
Yes. We needed embossing folders because we've been already working on fall projects, and you need embossing folders to like emboss your leaves and things with. Yeah, that's a good one too.
I like this one. Leafy
Forest.
All together now. Leafy Forest. We did a good job on that. And this one, guess what this is called, Dawn? Maybe you can see it on the front.
I think it's called Stripes.
It is Stripes.
Hey, Angela.
Very creative.
You are in for a treat today because Diane is showing your Christmas album, and I know you are the queen of mini books.
Mini books, she is.
Yeah, and she does amazing work, and Diane is going to share hers with us today.
So should we jump to Diane? I think we've got...
Okay, well, Diane's getting mic'd up, then I am going
go mic
to
her up.
show... Hey, everybody. We have sneak peeks for you for 49 in Market's brand new Christmas release. So if you place an order today, we're going to throw a few of these in your order. But this is a sneak peek of their brand new collection coming out for Christmas. It's due in at the end of the month. But look at what Diane used. This is last year's Christmas line. It's called Vintage Artistry Noel. Well, do you want to talk about it, Diane?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm turning it over to Diane.
The one thing that I really, really liked when this came in last August. I think it was our very first Christmas collection that came in. And when I unpack these, because I get to unpack a lot of stuff, I just fell in love with these rub-ons. They're just, it doesn't scream Christmas, but it's just vintage, and these rub-ons are like awesome.
Beautiful.
And I know we've used the 49 and Market rub-ons several times, but they're just really,
They're
really
easy to
neat.
use.
Yep.
If you're rub-on challenged, you won't be anymore
Nope.
after you use the 49 in Market because they go on beautifully.
So that was my inspiration. I started collecting all this stuff. I had no idea what I was going to do with it. I didn't do anything last Christmas, and this Christmas we needed to make a project with it, so I took on the challenge, and I'll show you what I came up with. So there's a collection pack that's got 4 double-sided papers, and then the laser cutouts, which again are just, they've done an awesome job. They're easy to punch out, and they're just really fun.
I think you can see, yeah, like right here.
Oh yeah.
So this is, as I mentioned, this was last year's 49 in Market, and when Diane said she loved it and wanted to use it, I think we ordered everything, I think we bought it all out.
Yeah, we got what we could. So if you like it, you need to order it because it's not going to be available any longer.
They've moved on.
And of course, this is my favorite paper from last year. I used it in all my Christmas projects last year. And again, we bought out what we could. I think we have 50 some sheets of it left. So you need to get it while you can.
Turn it here.
This, well, both sides. I used this tree in my book a couple times because I loved that look.
And this one is called, does it have a name? It's
Yep.
called Painted Season.
Yep. And then we got all the individual papers we could. This is a really fun one too. It's got stitching.
This was called Aquafolium. Aquafolium.
And it's just got the plain with the words on the back. And then this one is called Tradition, which is really fun. The backgrounds are they do such an awesome job.
Yeah, their lines, all of their lines,
Yeah.
and our customers know.
And then
'cause
this green is awesome.
it's a great green.
And then you'll see how I use all of the bottoms a lot.
Don't throw anything away.
Nope. Because they use them, like on this one, it's got the words at the bottom too.
Believe, joy to the world, Merry Christmas. Yeah,
Yeah.
those would be good.
Yeah, those are good. And then this is just another paper that I used. It's called Simple Vintage North Pole. It says Simple Stories from last year, but I loved the green stripe. Now, this is probably my all-time favorite set of stamps because of these two things. I just loved that look. And when a lot of their projects online were done, they used this. And then the tree is fun. The little stitched, it's like it's done on a sewing machine, like embroidered is what
Yeah.
it is.
And how much are these?
$14.99.
$14.99 for the stamp set.
Yeah. Now we were able to get the 6x6 in this. I didn't use it, but again, it's a great little 6x6 packet. They're just miniatures of all of them. There's
And
all
look.
the.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this would be fun for a mini album too.
Very good.
Another fun thing that they came out with is their ephemera stacks. This has just got all kinds of fun stuff in it. I just loved this. In fact, I bought 2 of them.
And you'll see it in her book.
I had to have them. They're just fun. Okay, this is the album I'm using today. It's the 6x10. It's got loose pages, and I will show you what I mean by loose pages. But I loved the size of it. I wasn't crazy about the loose pages at the beginning, but I did fall in love with it once I started using it. And it doesn't look like it holds a lot,
But it holds a
You'll
lot.
see how many pictures I have in it. It was pretty cool. $15.99.
Okay.
And then really all of this stuff here on the table is just all the dies and extras that I used. I loved those.
Pink Fresh, these are, let's see, what are these called? Oh, Slim Edgers.
And I picked those out because on $4.99 in Market, they have what do they call that? The edging.
Oh, their new albums.
Yeah,
Their new albums.
something. So they make ragged edges.
You're as old as I am.
They make ragged edges, and I love those because they kind of mimic
Yes.
the edges. So that's why I used those.
Cool.
And you'll see how I used them in the
Cool.
book. I did a lot of machine stitching, but if you don't have a sewing machine, you can always use the rub-ons. Elizabeth
Is this
Craft.
the font and numbers
I
you
used this die.
Oh,
right
the
here.
edge.
The-
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, that's the
And I
cool
probably
edge.
used some of these.
Oh, jagged. The jagged edge. Thank you,
you.
Catherine. That's it. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the albums, and there's some more of the kits. Okay, do you want to talk about these?
Okay,
Because
yeah, I have
they
one
are
open.
a very limited
Yeah.
quantity. Diane, this is a collage paper from Tim Holtz that's no longer available. We're sick that it's no longer available. So
Yeah,
Diane
it was called For Us collage paper.
So Diane was kind enough to cut hers apart and bag it up for $1.99.
And we have, I think, 11 of them.
And we have, she said, about 11.
So this is what you get, that whole section. And I will show you why I loved it and I had to have it, even though we couldn't get it.
And it is, no longer available, and it is not online, so you will have to call
Yep.
to get that. $1.99, and it's called the collage paper,
Yeah.
forest collage paper.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Okay.
Again, look at this. Oh my gosh. She said she went to like just a junk jubilee
Yeah.
type thing and found that and had to have it. And when she's not home, I'm going to go into her house and steal this because it's so cute. I think it looks like an old lady finger.
Finger, that's what.
Baking tray is what it looks like. Okay.
So when I start, I get everything out. So this is a lot of the Christmas stuff that I wanted to use in my book. I get out, just other things that I think I'll use. I put all the embellishments in here. And then staff won't believe it, but I did keep all my scraps.
Yeah,
I'm not a scrap keeper.
No.
But I use scraps until I'm done with the project, then I decide what I want to do with them. But so you can see I kept all the bottoms of the papers and all the scraps.
Cindy Grant would be very proud of you because she makes her own ephemera from like this stuff.
Yeah, and I might have to start doing that now. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is the book. This is the inside of the book. This is the way it comes. So all of these pages are loose and you have to use score tape to put them in. But all of the pages are flipped out like this.
So there are flaps already
Yes.
built into the book that you attach
Yeah.
it to. Okay.
So all of your pages look like this. And you'll see how I altered them. They're really easy, and I worked with them before I put them in the book. They were much easier to work with before you put them in. So that's just a little hint there to don't put them in until you're done working with them. I actually did this page first, and then I went back and I decided I needed to do the cover first, so I didn't use up all my favorite stuff. So really, I just started layering. I knew I wanted that tree from that paper on the front. And then, as I was looking through my stash, that's when I came across this, the Christmas book. So I knew I wanted that. So I cut that out. And then...
and how did you apply that?
Probably matte medium.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And again, when I made this book, I did not have an idea of how I was going to use it. I just put it all together, and then I came up with an idea of how to use it, and you'll see what I did. So I did Through the Years, and it is a collection of pictures from 1951, which is when my husband was born, to 1999. And I've been wanting to do this, start with pictures of when we were born and then go all the way through my kids. So the cover is just a collection of just layered of all the different products that...
The frames, these are from 49 and Market.
Yeah, the frames are these.
Okay. The sky stitched frames or any of the stitched frames
Or
from
I thought
49 and Market.
these Tim Holtz frames would be really good too. But it's another way to use them. You don't always have to put a picture in them.
Correct. I like that.
And let's see, then I just started inking and stamping, and then this is the back. And you can see how I used
all those little stamps.
Yeah, the set of stamps. Where did they go? But I loved that set of stamps. Nope,
No.
It's got music on it. I don't know. That must have just been from my stash.
But this would work perfectly.
Oh yeah, this would. I loved, and I used those a lot. And I just started stamping with background stamps, and then I inked it with ice spruce.
Okay.
And I used pumice stone too. So those were the two main used.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so that's the cover. Okay, so you can actually see on this paper that I stitched with a sewing machine. So anywhere there was stitching on the paper, I stitched with my sewing machine. But if you don't have a sewing machine, you can always use the rub-ons.
Okay, all of these products you're going to find under collection. If you go to online shopping and collections, it should be the top one. It's called 49 and Market Vintage Artistry Noel.
So this is what the paper looks like. So it's got stitching on it, so I actually stitched with my sewing machine.
Cool.
And on the little tabs there, I used the bottom of whatever paper, whatever strip across there I could find.
Okay.
Okay, so this was the first page. I had to use, go find pictures. Yeah.
And
so
there's
this
that
is,
edge
yep,
that
this
she
is the, the Elizabeth Craft that I just love. I scored it and then used score tape to tack it down, and there's the bottom of the paper again. And then this is a rub-on, and then you open it up, and I wrote,
The best way to see Christmas is through the eyes of a child.
I tried to find poems appropriate. This is me again at Christmas, so you can see how fun the pictures are. I used the frame again. Okay, there's the stamp right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
And again, you'll see these little snippets. And I don't think we can get this anymore, but we have this set of stamps. That is awesome. So if you don't have anything like this from the Tim Holtz, previous years, I think he's put one out every year. They're just really fun to have. Lots of different words and
The
phrases.
stamp set is called Tiny Text Christmas. I think this would be great because you could just stamp these words throughout your whole album wherever you needed it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay, another way to use the frames. I just love those frames. And again, I just inked it. Stamped a background. And then these came from my stash, so I have no idea where they came from. But it opens up, and then now this is our family, so I did our family picture. This is Dawn.
But look, I'm way younger than her, just so you know.
So I found some fun pictures. This is my mom's handwriting, which I had to put in there.
Absolutely. And I like how she highlighted that Grandma Johnson's handwriting.
Yep.
Neat.
So these are all of our names. We're all DRJs.
And she stitched around the tag with her sewing machine.
So on this one, I cut off the flap. So I just cut off that flap. I didn't use it.
Okay.
But on this one I did. So I made a little pocket. Again, you can see how many pictures I have. there's a lot of pictures on these pages. This is my husband's family, which there is one more boy, but I could not find a picture of all 5 of them. I'm sure they're somewhere, but this is a rub-on. And then I had several pictures of me.
Dorothy wants to know if your pictures are glued in.
They are glued in. Some of them are copies. Some of them are the original. I use the original because they're in a safe place now. You know, I don't know what else I would have ever done with them. But like these 2 I know are originals. But some I had to make copies because I had to shrink some of them down.
Yeah.
I always put the age, tried to put the year if I knew it. Just fun pictures.
This is just a great way to document, and not everything has to be an official scrapbook, you know, in an official
Or chronological.
Yeah, I think this is just a great way to save your memories.
Yep.
Oh, look at the tag. she made with
So
the
this was
little fabric.
off of the die cut sheet that you get in the pack.
Okay.
And I just made a little tag out of it.
And she just used little muslin.
Yep.
Or
just tore it and made a little tab.
cute.
These are rub-ons. This is another one of my favorite dies. It's called the crochet, and I'm sure a lot of you have that already. It's been around for a while. Just decorated the pocket. And then my mom and dad, and then my in-laws. So I found Christmas pictures of all them. Again, I used the frame, just did some layering. Make sure you always put dates.
Cool.
And then this is a bottom of a page, and I sewed that on.
Okay.
So a lot of sewing, which I just love.
And of course, it's easier to do sewing when it's not in the book.
Yep.
So that's one of the reasons why this album is cool. Is if you are a sewer and want to sew, the pages are not glued in, so to allow you to do more of the sewing. That's a very good benefit of that.
Yep. So the background, I kind of wanted to mellow the white background down. So all I did is take the mini of the ice spruce, and all I did is went like this. And it brought in more of that color, but it was really easy. That's all I did.
Okay, so what she's talking about is like right in
Yep.
here, she felt like it was a little too white and just inked it very lightly.
Along the edge here. I did pretty much all over. I just love that look. And
That is a great look.
and very easy.
Okay.
And we do not have any of the minis in stock.
Well,
we
they've
can't get
all
them.
been on order.
We can't get them. Okay, on to the next page. Then I started finding pictures of when my husband and I started dating. So this is, I think, one of the very first Christmases that I took him home to meet the family.
To meet me.
And then this is our last year's picture. So one of the first ones, and then the 2020.
Love that paper.
Yeah, it's just, the rub-ons.
Like, where did Silent Night come from?
Oh,
Is that a stamp?
it's
or?
a stamp. Do not know. I just pulled out a lot. I have all
She
my.
just pulled out her stash.
I have all my stash here. I don't know where.
So
it
when
came
you
from.
begin these albums, just pull out all your
Yeah.
old stamps.
These are all my dies, my stamps that I used. Because we all know that we have a lot.
Right.
So you
Pull out
just
your stash.
and use them.
Yep.
Is it one that Diane uses
So.
for me?
This is a frame off of the die cut sheet. Okay, then this page, I used the flip out and I did put a magnet. So there's a magnet there to hold it closed. This is the Elizabeth Craft that,
Film strip.
and I cut it down because I only used 5 instead of 6.
And that is, let's see, this one is called Planner Film Strip.
Which way? Oh, this is just twine.
Was it twine that she used?
Okay.
So this was when our son was born. So then I'm gradually, we're adding kids now. Another frame, just more of the.
And it looks like you inked around the frame.
I did ink
Probably the same technique is what it looks like. Okay.
Okay, and then this right here is that Pink Fresh
Edge dye right here.
Yep. So that's this one right here. Maybe I think it's this one. But
okay.
that's how I used it there. Did some rub-ons.
Almost looks like a file folder. I really
Yeah.
like those edgers. Oh, I thought that was like a file folder.
No. Again, I just started layering. I just love layering. You go to your ephemera, the die cuts, and you just start layering. This is that might have been a Tim Holtz. If you ever gotten the ephemera, Christmas ephemera from Tim Holtz, that's this. But then I didn't like what was under it, so then I just typed up something and glued it over the top. And that covers the magnet too. The magnet is under there. Okay, then I tried to add poems to all the pages, and this is probably my new favorite embellishment. I just call them stacked embellishments. And I kind of show you how I do that. I kind of started one here. It's just another fun way to use your scraps. So I took the bottom of a piece of paper, I used my tiny attacher, I started attaching stuff, and then I went to my stash, and all you do is start layering.
So you put it on like a bigger piece of paper to kind of hold everything.
Hold it.
And then you can cut around
Yep,
it.
and again, you just start layering. And I just call them stacked embellishments.
But what she's doing is she's making her own ephemera.
Yep. And I used, these are probably out of the Tim Holtz ephemera pack.
Okay.
But there's a lot of ephemera in the 49 and Market.
Awesome. Awesome.
And then I'll just put a gem there. So you just start stacking, and then I'll use the tiny attacher here, and then I'll put that in the book. You just glue everything down.
She used her tiny attacher there. And let's see, she's got a little loop pin.
Yeah, these
in old charms.
These loop pins are awesome. If you don't have these, you need to get them because they're awesome. I used a baby
pin
safety
for that.
pin there.
And she used like an old pearl. Yeah. Yeah.
So another good way to use up your
all your scraps.
all your scraps. I've kind of gotten into scraps, which I can't believe, but okay. Continuing on. This is
they have some questions for you,
Okay.
and I'm sorry, somebody they say it's blurry sometimes, and it's stopping. So I'm sorry. It does seem like when you go back and watch it, it does get better. But when she does these, she actually puts the piece of paper on a larger piece of paper and then runs it through her printer at home. Is that correct?
so you run it through your printer the first time.
Okay.
And then you take these, I use these a lot. See, that's what these are.
So you die cut those
So
out
I cut
of
it
paper.
out,
Okay.
and then I take a little piece of adhesive and put it right over the top on the computer paper, and you run it through your printer again, and it That's how I did all of these.
And it just prints right on there.
It prints
Yep.
right on there.
Yeah.
I have no trouble getting it through my printer.
Okay.
all.
That's a wonderful tip.
Yep, and that's how all of these are done.
Cool.
These are flashcards from Tim Holtz. These are rub-ons. Again, that rub-on package is so cool. Okay, so on to this page. The music note one is in the ephemera pack. So these have some big sheets in them, which are really cool. I don't know if you can turn it over. So I made a page flipper out of it. So I just scored it at the top.
Stamped it.
And stamped. There's our stamps. The memories is the memory bound set of stamps.
Oh, yep.
That's where the memories came from. It's the memory bound.
And you guys might have that one. That's
Yep.
the memory bound stamp set.
Yep.
The name of the scalloped edge die from that is Planner Essentials 27 Retro Number Trio is the scalloped edge die.
And then, did anybody's grandma have an aluminum tree like our grandma had? And then she had
The spinner that lit it up.
Yep. So I used tinsel. I made a little tag and used tinsel to bring the tinsel out in the tree. And then I just made a page flipper. And this set of alphabet is the new
Stretched alphabet.
yeah, which I love. So I just
alphanumeric stretch upper.
Yep. I used
Flashcard. An old flashcard.
made the saying and then found a picture of Jeff when he was a little boy and Santa.
Diane, they want to know what kind of printer you have.
It's just an Epson.
It's not a photo printer. It's just a regular printer.
$39.99. I don't think it's Epson. It's HP.
Oh, HP.
Yep.
Hewlett Packard printer. Okay.
And it does print in color too, which is kind of nice.
Oh, Crystal said she had an aluminum tree.
Yep. Okay, so that's
Oh, Michelle does
that
too.
page. So again, I just found a whole bunch of pictures.
Crazy fast.
Okay, so on to this page. I made a little page flipper here, and then to go underneath it, and there's a magnet there.
To kind of hold it. Okay.
And then I made a little flip book because I had a lot of pictures in this time frame. So I just started, I made page flippers out of the ephemera. These, like these.
Okay.
And just started playing. I just started decorating. Again, I made sure I put the year, and this was left over from last year's Christmas album, so I cut that out and put that on there. And then just
Added more pictures.
yep, added more stuff. It was so much fun doing this because I could just keep adding, and that's what I like.
Cute.
So that's just a little book. And so
And
it
it's
goes
held in place with
yep,
a magnet.
with a magnet. And then this is a little closure there.
So she's got that with a brad
Yep.
into the paper.
And this is a Elizabeth Craft die right there. And I'm not sure if it's not on this one, but it's on one of their.
But it could be.
Yep.
And you just
Yep.
cut that out of paper.
Yep. And then this tree is a rub-on.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's that page. And again, I just did a background and just started stamping. And so now we continue. Let's see, we added the girls. No, we added Jill here, added one. And then on this page is when our youngest daughter was born. So at this point now we're adding the 3 kids. And just, I don't know, again started layering. I found a piece of ephemera that had a 5 on it. So there's 5 in the family and 3 kids. So I just highlighted those. It's just a quirky thing to do.
I love it.
And I used dictionary pages. Again, you can see the background, how I used the ink pad.
Okay.
I guess nothing else special on that page. This page, I had seen this idea on some Pinterest page a long time ago and wanted to do it. So there's my favorite tree again off of that paper. So it's this tree, okay, off of that paper, off of my favorite red paper. Just tore it and then just glued this paper in. And then again just started layering. This is washi tape.
And then a little, little ribbon. Looks like
tag.
seam binding that you colored.
Yep. And tag with a stamp on it. So I know a lot of this stuff is no longer available, but when you're doing albums like this, just get out all your stuff and start using. And I apologize for not having some of this stuff, but you have to use some of the stuff you already have.
Absolutely.
And I know we all have a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. And I love how you put the date in the window frame. That's cute.
And the window is in here. Nope, it's on the
the cut apart.
The cut apart.
That's in the paper pack.
Yep, that's in the paper pack. The tissue paper in the back is this, and I colored it. No, I think this was the colored. There's a colored version of this, but you can color this. That's another thing. You can get out your markers and color this if you want it colored. Or watercolor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So this lifts up, and I ran out of pictures, so I just did some of the rub-ons on that.
Okay, and they want to know, what is the circle stamp that says believe?
Ooh, I don't know if I...
She's looking in her stash.
That's a stamp from last year. And I did not bring that. I'll have to find that out.
She's got to look for that one.
Yep, sorry. I did not grab that one. I used so many of them.
Here's another one of her ephemera pieces that she made.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And there she did her inking in the background again, stamped it. Very nice.
Yeah, you can see that stamp makes a fun edge around your page.
Yeah, and then, that's neat, how she just kept stamping it and created her own edge.
Yep, that's done with this stamp.
Oh my gosh, that's a neat technique. I've never done that. I like that.
I want to see it.
Well, I just did the border with this stamp all the way around.
I like that. All right.
I like it all.
Again, just layered, did some sewing, made a little pocket. This is a die off of one of the Elizabeth Craft dies.
It looks like you could just even take a circle and cut it and turn it into a pocket.
And it's got 2 pockets. So this is a pocket here. And then this is a pocket. So it's got 2 pockets.
Cute.
And let's see. Oh, Christmas at Grandpa and Grandma Johnson's was always fun. So I did a little arrow.
That might be gone.
Do you happen to have any left at Memory Bound? I don't know what that is, Kathy. Give me more information.
Did some stamping. I used this background stamp, which is Ledger Script. I did that on this background.
Okay, cool. Cool.
I did some sewing here. This is the bottom of the page. I did a little flip out here. It's got a magnet. And then made a little tree out of words.
That's cute. Okay,
Again, just backgrounds.
Another
Yep,
like
you can-
ephemera she made. I love that.
You can see that that was my favorite thing. This is also something that I had been wanting to do, and I used these dies.
Oh, the retro Merry Christmas is what Kathy wants. I do not know. If you want to send us an email, that one is what she wants.
Which
send us
one?
This one.
Oh, okay.
Send us an email, and we can see if we can still get that. I'm not 100% sure on
That
that.
die is a couple years old.
Yeah.
Okay, then I did this design using this. This I love. I've made banners out of it, and I wanted to use it a different way.
Stack tiles, triangles.
So I just cut a bunch out of scrap papers again, another way to use your scrap papers. And I just started putting them on my page.
Peg says the whole album is one big waboom. You're absolutely
Oh,
right.
thanks.
But TJ, just get your stuff out and sort it, kind of like Diane
Yep.
did. You can get out a muffin pan, just any little, go to the dollar store and buy a bunch of little containers and just start sorting your
Yep.
stuff and get it out
So-
so you see what you have.
Yeah, if you don't have it out, you won't use it.
Right.
If you have it stashed away, you will not use it. So then I just started playing with a design, and this is what I came up with for the page. You just start playing around with it, and I then glued them all down, and I used a pen to stitch around them. I didn't actually stitch on that page. Well, I used. Okay, another way to put your ephemera on for this stack is to sew it on. I don't know whether you can see that.
She sewed
But I did. I glued them all down, and then I sewed what I could down.
Love that. Love that.
So this is another way to use the triangle.
And use your scraps.
Yep, and use your scraps.
I'm going to need to get busy. I'm going to need to find a way to get 48 more hours in every day. That's all I'm asking.
So again, they're just pictures through the years. This is our Grandma Grant. Just fun family pictures. My girls couldn't believe I dressed them the way they did, but back then they were cute.
That was popular then.
They
yeah.
were.
Oh my gosh.
So,
And Jill has a little reindeer on
Yep.
her sweatshirt.
and I think my husband still has that shirt. Pretty sure he
like I've
does.
seen
Tell him it's time to go. Time to go, Richard.
Yeah. Okay, so the kids now are getting a little older, which is fun.
There's that paper again.
Nope.
Oh, that's
This
different paper.
is in the. I'm not sure where that came from. If that's in the ephemera pack or if that was from a different ephemera pack. It's from 49 and Market, I know. I just don't know which pack.
I'll find out. These are
Okay.
all berries.
Yeah. Again, love that stamp.
Cool.
Okay, so this was a page that I had no pictures to put on. I wanted to start on a different page. So I left this page blank for a while. And then I was looking through my dies and I came up with this die. I love these mixed media dies. And
Oh, right here.
Is this it, Diane?
yes.
Oh, it is from the ephemera
Okay.
pack.
Thank you.
Kelly.
Yes, thank you, Kelly. So I just cut it in half.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I
neat. Because that's neat. So then you
Yeah.
can get
Technique.
two out
Yep,
of each
yep,
one.
It's a half of one.
And I just bought this, Dawn.
Well, did you get me one before they're all gone? Okay, so that die that die is mixed media number 1
Yeah.
that she used to
And
make
a
her
lot of
pocket.
times you use it like on the top of your page or something, but I made an envelope or a pocket out of it. So I would use that as a pocket.
Oh, I love
And then
that.
this is one of the rub-ons.
I need that rub on too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the rub-ons are just cool. So that's it. That's what it looks like. It's such a neat look.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and it's got some other fun dies in that one too. Okay, so then I had to come up with some pictures or something to use on this page. So again, I went to my Pink Fresh Edger dies and cut out paper. So you can see I used 3 different ones.
Oh.
And I made them different sizes. So they're not all the same size. They're like stacked so I could stagger them. Oh, this is an interesting fact. We got the kids the air hockey table in 1995 and our grandson
1994.
I think this was 95. But this picture might have been 94.
Okay.
I might
and
have
they
had-
still have it.
And we still have it. Our grandsons love it. So it's lasted that long. Okay, I didn't do anything on the back. I ran out of pictures. Again, I made smaller pictures. I did put my handwriting in a couple spots, which is a good tip. I wrote
Yes,
down
you
here.
have to.
Yep. This is a Elizabeth Craft die, I know. This one here. Did some sewing. There's that paper again.
Diane bought 2,500 sheets of that paper. There's none left for the rest of you.
I bought a lot. I bought a lot. But again, I used those frames for a non-traditional way.
Yeah.
There's some doilies in here, and there is doilies in here too. But I think I used some of the Doodlebug doilies. I love
Okay.
doilies. They ink up really good. Okay, so that's that page.
Wowsy,
They
wowsy.
came up with
Mary says she has no words.
Oh.
She just has like 5 hearts.
Looks like I need to put a strip of paper there. I forgot.
She's getting old.
Yeah.
Excuse
geez.
her.
I got to do that. Okay, what year are we on? 1999.
More stitching.
More stitching. This is the Elizabeth Craft.
Oh, that's
one of those
fun.
too. Yes.
Oh
and
my
I stitched
gosh.
around it
Okay.
and put Santa Claus in there. And that
my
Santa
gosh.
Claus is in the ephemera pack.
You've used these dies in ways I would not have thought to use. I love
Yeah.
how the Santa's sticking out of it.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Again, just the stamps.
You know, there's a billion techniques in this. A billion. That I'm never going to remember them all.
On this flip out, again, I cut off that flip, that page flipper. And on this page, I made a triple pocket, and I sewed on it, which was a little challenging, if I remember right, to get it through my sewing machine because it was so big. And then I just put ephemera in there. Made a tag. I loved these ephemera. They're from the cutout sheets. They just look fun sticking out.
There, yeah, very much so.
Okay. These are in the ephemera pack, these dictionary definitions. This is to fix. Okay, so I made this band here,
yeah.
and then I made a little book with, this is the front of a paper. Used washi tape, cut out 2 tags, put them together with washi tape, and then
Oh, goodness, that's cute.
found a picture of Santa Claus, and then the kids with Santa Claus.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, you will be able to go back and watch this video again because when you get started making your little binders for whatever season. Maybe you want to do all your Easters, or maybe there's other holidays that's special to your family and you want to do this. Just go back and watch the video again for all these techniques, because I know I will not remember all the techniques.
And there won't be instructions. I again apologize because there is no way.
I don't know how you would
And
ever
I
be
asked
able
Katie
to.
if she would do instructions, and she said no.
Rose wants to know how you attached. Are you going to do that at the end? Show how you put that one
Oh, I
page
can.
in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. She's going to show us that,
Yep.
Rose.
Okay, so I wanted to end in 1999. That was the year my son would have been a senior. He graduated in 2000. So I thought it was a good ending spot. Plus, it was full. But you can see how many pictures I got in here. It's full of stuff. Okay, so on the last page, I found this poem that I just absolutely loved. Made a little collage out of it.
Oh, look
So
at how
that-
she put the letters
Yeah.
of their name
So
in
that-
the little.
That is in here. That little, whatever they're called,
What are where's Kelly?
picture
Kelly, yeah.
reel thing. Our last name is Reams, so I just stamped it with small stamps.
My gosh.
Got that. So now I was laying in bed last night. I've been thinking about what kind of picture I want to put here. So what I'm going to do is find a picture in here of just the 3 kids and then take a picture of them now. So those 2 pictures will be here. Maybe when they were pretty young, when all 3 of them, and then put a picture of them now. And then I'm going to write a letter or something here and sign it.
Jeannie's coming and visiting us in August, and she wants your autograph.
Katie!
Katie, you've been moved down the ladder.
She wants my autograph.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
I have one more fan.
Oh, you have 2?
I have 2.
Good job. Of your own.
She
Not ones that I have given
Katie
you.
gave me some.
Yay.
oh my God.
This is a rub-on.
Gosh, that's cool.
These are rub-ons. Yeah, those. I can't say good enough stuff about.
Okay, the die or the album that Diane used for this is the 49 in Market 6x10 album. The pages are loose in it, which allowed her to sew, which the brand new 49 in Market albums are all put together, so the sewing would be a little more difficult. But all of the signatures, I guess you would call them, are loose in this album to allow you to do whatever you wanted to.
And they look like this. I already put these in, but this is one page right here. And it comes with 2 flip outs.
So you can fold them whichever
Yep.
direction you want, or
You
as
can
Diane
cut them, you
cut
can
a few out.
move them, or do whatever you want to with them.
All right, but
Okay.
she's going to put this one in for us.
So the key is to, lost my mic. The key is to not put paper all the way to the edge.
Okay.
And I learned that the hard way. So you want to, I just put my score tape down right away so I knew how far I could go.
Is that like 3/8 inch score tape, do you think?
Oh,
It looks like more than a quarter.
Do you want to see what brings some of the sizes? Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, so you don't want to take your paper edge to edge on this one.
Right.
You want to make sure you put your score tape on before. And then all you're going to do, I might as well just go ahead and put this in.
What is the die set she is using?
I think it is 3/8.
It's
Yeah,
3/8
3/8
inch is the score tape she used.
is what I used.
And I think, is this the die set you were wondering? This is called Planner Film Strip. Robin, I'm not sure if that's what you were asking, but
It's got some fun.
we're all going to have to get that.
that.
And then she also used this a lot. This is the Planner Essential Retro Number Trio. She used that for the edge quite a bit. Okay.
Okay, so there's score tape here, and that's the only place you have to put your score tape is on the front of each signature. And then you just slide it in and press it. It's a little awkward.
And there are those little 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch little bands that stick up in the album
Yes.
to allow you to put your signatures in with.
Sorry we don't have one open, but the gray one was the only one, and I had showed that on a previous demo how to put all those pages
So
in.
these, see, they have these, and then you put them in with score tape.
So now that one. And I took the band off. The white ones come with a band too, and you can leave it on if you want. But I just took it off. They just hook on. So I knew I didn't want a band
Right.
around this one, but they're easy to put on and off.
What is the die that has holes along the top? I don't know what that is.
It's an Elizabeth Craft one. And Kelly, I don't think I got it. I know which one.
Was it this one right here?
Oh, yeah, that's an Elizabeth Craft one.
I'll go see if I can locate
I used that in here. Oh, I used it right here too.
Oh, yeah.
That is an Elizabeth Craft die.
Okay, whatever her name is, Kelly. Kelly's on her way to go see which one that is.
Oh.
Here's Diane's organization,
This
another
is
one of her organization
How I
pieces.
organized. So there's this die right here, and I did cut out all the pieces. I used.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
And it is.
She's our store manager. She better kept what it is.
I think it's right here. This one.
Oh,
Yep.
1739 Planner Essentials 21 note pieces is which that one is.
And I used this die here. This
Oh yeah,
set
that's
of
when
die
you used. Yeah.
has a lot of fun stuff in it. I love like that one and that one. I used those.
All right. Again, it's 1739 Planner Essentials 21 note pieces. Carol says it is definitely one of my favorite projects I've ever seen.
Oh, thank you.
Is it that?
Nope.
No,
she
we
just found it.
Found
It's,
it, and we might not have it.
it's-
It's
If we don't have it,
1739.
we will order it in for you.
Yeah. All these Elizabeth Craft dies are just awesome. Oh, there's the pocket. That's
Oh,
the
yeah,
pocket that I
that-
used.
And I like how it has the stitching around it, and
Yeah.
she just used it twice.
I layered it somewhere.
I think it was on one of your. There it is, right here.
Yep, right there. I don't think we can get gray anymore.
Yeah, they've
I think they only.
Oh,
come
she
in-
found it. They've
come in white.
discontinued that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
They only
here's
come in white.
the 1739, the one with the holes at the top. Well, that's, there it is.
A white album.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I just inked around it.
Oh. okay,
Yes.
All right.
There you go. Wow, I'm seeing there's one here, there's one here, there's one here. There's 4 different dies in there with the holes in just whatever
Yeah.
direction you want.
Yeah, it's a fun.
That is a really cool one. And so we have those in stock. Okay.
Oh.
Anything else you want to share with us today?
Any more questions?
I think we need to show these though because your trees. Yeah, those are another.
That's a Elizabeth Craft, 1673,
and those trees are really cute.
and I love. Well, I like all of the Elizabeth Craft.
Okay, Lois says to show the organized die book again. So she's just got little pockets in a 3-ring binder, and she's got them all in there. And it's always a good idea to save what
what it
brand
is.
and what number it is in case you would lose a piece or you want to ever, a friend wants to know.
This is the Tim Holtz pockets.
Okay.
Yeah, I love, and then I just put them on magnet. sheets.
Magnetic sheets. Okay, the window pane die. The window pane is in the collection pack.
It's on the die cut sheet. Well, you can see it right there.
Yeah, that was really neat. I like how she did that. Okay, and what storage system? Is that just an old 3-ring binder you have?
Yep, it's a 3-ring binder, and then these are the Tim Holtz plastic sheets.
Okay, and there's
Penny,
all the
do you
tag
want to see if we
reinforcements.
have the Tim Holtz plastic sheets? They were on the end cap up there.
All right. Well,
That
wow.
works
Wowzy,
good.
wowzy, wowzy. Everybody loved it. The size of her album, I would say
6 by 8.
6 by 8.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. There you go. We do have the tinsel ribbon.
yep.
It's sold. It's 50 cents a foot. We have the collection packs, the rub-ons, the stamps, the 6 by 6 paper pads, lots of the dies, the magnets, the ephemera. So if there's anything that you need or want,
Yes. If you're going to do an album like this, I would get the collection pack, at least 1, if not 2, and then probably 6, 7, 8 other individual sheets. It did take a lot of paper.
I just saw pink and Maine.
Okay, well that will work too, but we must
okay,
be
we
out
do.
of
Okay,
the-
Penny, bring those over. We do have the pink and Maine binders
Thank you.
with the refill
Yeah,
pages.
they would
Those
work too.
Those are back in stock and
Yep.
would work for storing your dies. Okay.
So the collection pack, and then probably 7, 8 other papers. If you have papers that match this collection, just go ahead and bring them in. But it will take a fair amount of paper to cover them all.
Okay, she used hickory smoke and evergreen bough, wasn't
No,
it? Oh,
ice spruce.
ice spruce.
Oh, I just gave them to right here. And pumice stone.
Okay, sorry, not that one. Ice spruce and pumice stone.
I think the red that I stamped in occasionally was either barn door or candied apple. Just any red will do.
Yes, Diane's favorite tree paper is in the collection pack, but you get 1 sheet.
Yep.
Yes, and do you have the binder? We do have the binder for the pink and Maine. We do not
Yes.
have this black
This-
binder.
Yeah, that came from another store. It came from Staples, I think.
Okay, but we do have the
Yep.
pink and Maine binder. Okay, anything else? Thank you so much, Diane. Wowzy, wowzy, wowzy. That was an amazing demo. I can't wait to go back and watch that. So mark down the date, July 13th, and rewatch that video for lots and lots of fun techniques and tips for making your junk journals and doing all kinds of great techniques.
And then hopefully we will have a Christmas album kit, maybe. Katie and I might be teaming up to do that.
Wow.
It hasn't been quite decided yet, but we've been talking about it. It won't be near as elaborate as that. But I know a lot of you like kits and like instructions, so
Well, it could be the base album with some fun things in
Right.
it, and then they can always add
right.
their own.
So don't hold that to us. But we hopefully will come up with something for you ladies. So
Well, everybody is absolutely loving your album, Diane. Just a couple things to wrap up. We will be throwing in all your orders today some sneak peeks at the 49 and Market next line that's coming out, Christmas lines called Peace and Joy. So we will be giving you some sneak peeks of that. And then also don't forget to register for our free barbecue tailgate party on Friday, July 30th. You can call us, send us an email online, or register in our calendar and just click on July 30th, and that allows you to register, and it is free. So have a wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow.
thank you, everybody.
And thanks again, Diane. Have a wonderful day.